Tonight again, we've invited Alix Meyer to spend a few minutes with us because we must never, ever let the assault on our liberty, the one we experienced, FNS, we must not forget. We must keep it forefront in our minds, and she is keeping the flame of medical freedom alive. Alix, for your medical liberty moment, please join us.
Thank you, Jane. Thank you so much. Can I give you a hug? Oh, yeah. I love Jane. And I love Liberty Forum. Thank you so much, Jane, Liberty Forum board members, Liberty Forum volunteers, and everybody else for consistently pulling Liberty Forum together every month and for showing up in Silicon Valley, where Silicon Valley is probably going to lead us into this future of digital communism. And if it weren't for us and groups like us, don't laugh, that would come much, much sooner. We're hoping to stave it off as long as possible, are we not? Yes, thank you. So I love Liberty Forum so much that I actually upgraded my membership to a platinum membership, and I recommend that everybody here who can afford to do so also upgrade their membership to platinum. It's really worth it. We want to keep having great speakers like Brent Hamachek come here, don't we? Okay, let's all do it, to the extent you can. So here's the Meyer medical freedom moment. In 2016, a mumps outbreak at Harvard threatened graduation. In 2019, there was a mumps outbreak among more than 700 fully vaccinated officers on a US Navy warship. Is that not puzzling? Mumps infection in young children is usually a puffy-cheeked nothing burger. But the mumps vaccine is failing. And since it's ineffective, older people are actually getting mumps when it can damage the reproductive organs. We've created a problem that didn't exist before. The mumps vaccine is also implicated in causing autism in young children in every honest vaccinated versus unvaccinated study ever published. Even the CDC's own research found the relationship between vaccines and autism, but they tried to destroy the evidence 10 years ago, and that is true. If the mumps vaccine has close to 100% vaccination rates, which it almost does, why are there outbreaks of mumps in fully vaccinated populations? Could the developer Merck have anything to do with the ineffectiveness of the mumps vaccine? Is Merck trustworthy, like Pfizer and Moderna are trustworthy? Let's look at a couple facts. Merck has paid more than $5 billion, with a B, dollars in criminal product safety related offenses, including for Vioxx, which killed tens of thousands of people with heart attacks. They paid more than $2 billion in tax violations, $1.4 billion for off-label promotion, $800 million for false claims, and $345 million for bribery. Do we trust Merck? Thank you. Oh, and there are 50 lawsuits against Merck for the Gardasil vaccine, where they cheated in the clinical trials on that. So how do people trust pharmaceutical companies at all when they're all serial felons? It turns out that yes, Merck was also screwing with the mumps vaccine trial. Shocking, right? During the clinical trials of the mumps vaccine, the researchers were not getting the results they wanted. Did they abandon the mumps vaccine? Did they try to make it better? No. So what you want to see in a clinical trial is somebody who gets your vaccine in the clinical trial needs to have 4 times the amount of antibodies in their blood after they get the vaccine than before they got the vaccine, but that wasn't happening. So Merck cheated just a little bit. Merck's researchers gave the mumps vaccine to rabbits, then took the rabbit antibodies and, just like spiking a punch bowl, added the rabbit antibodies to the human antibodies in the lab to make it look like there was a 4-fold increase in the human blood antibodies after the vaccine in the trial. How about that? A little bit of rabbit blood, that old trick. Apparently Merck has gotten away with so much, they thought they could get away with this as well. Now there's a case against Merck that's been in the courts for a fraudulent mumps vaccine that's ineffective because they spiked it with rabbit antibodies. And it's been in the courts for more than 10 years. This is a real case. They are slow walking this case because they don't want a ruling in this case because they committed fraud. There's actually a public hearing about this case on July 9th. But also on June 26th, Later this month in Palo Alto, you can join me and Free Now Foundation to watch an incredible new film about the mumps vaccine fraud, and it's called Protocol 7. And if you can look on your chairs, there's a flyer with how to get tickets. When I printed the flyers this afternoon, there were 13 tickets left. It might be sold out now, but don't let that deter you. If you want to go to the film, go register, and I bet they'll do a second showing. We would love to do at least 2 showings of that film. It's a really important film. I've heard it is excellent. It's the work of Dr. Andy Wakefield, and I've heard you also need to bring Kleenex. It's really, really well done. Go see a sad movie, everybody. So anyway, we would love for you to join us at Protocol 7, Palo Alto, June 26th. Please use the QR code on your chair to go get a ticket. And I just want to close out by saying fraud like this is why Free Now Foundation continues to bring lawsuits to preserve our medical freedom. No one should be subjected to mandatory medicine. Sadly, in California, children are required to get 21 doses of 10 vaccines just to attend K-12 school, whether it be public or private. 21 doses of 10 vaccines. One of those vaccines is the mumps vaccine, by the way. Recently, we discovered a federal law that invalidates the California vaccine mandate. Based on this federal law, we're about to launch a new lawsuit to bring back the legitimate medical exemption to vaccination for students who need it in California so they can both be safe and go to school in California. We're super proud. We've done a lot of really great fundraising. We need a little bit more funding to get this case started. We have a great defendant who we're going to go get as soon as we get that money in the bank, and then we're going to have my board vote on it and launch that lawsuit, and we are going to win. We are going to bring back that exemption in California with your help. So thank you so much for all your support. Let's keep liberty alive in Silicon Valley. Thank you so much, Jane.
Wow. Thank you, Alix, for all you are doing. It's just a tremendous organization, tremendous work, and I strongly encourage you to support the Free Now Foundation.